What's up everyone, how's it going? This is Waj. Hope you guys are all doing well, and in this video we're going to be talking about a really awesome keyboard and mouse combination from Corsair. We're going to be taking a look and reviewing their latest M65 Pro RGB gaming mouse, as well as the K70 Rapidfire RGB mechanical keyboard. Now firstly, for the past 4 years I've been actually using the Corsair M40. I've had this thing for so long, and it's been my handy companion for so many years and always lives on my computer table at pretty much all times. Now, the overall design of the M65 Pro RGB gaming mouse is pretty much identical to both the M40 and M65. The core thing that has changed from the regular M65 is the addition of 3-zone RGB lighting. You still have all of the great features that everyone loved about the M65, especially if you play a lot of FPS or shooters. So on the left side of the mouse, you still have that dedicated sniper button that will downshift your mouse sensitivity to a lower setting in order to get more precise and accurate sniping capabilities. You still have that fantastic 8200 DPI laser sensor, which is lethally accurate and is up there with some of the professional level gaming mice that you're going to find out there. Some other notable things about this mouse is that it has a aluminum unibody construction and frame. It's a very simple overall design, and it looks ambidextrous, but it's actually designed for right-handed users only, and that's probably one of the biggest issues if you're a left-handed gamer, or if you like to alternate between your left and right hand. It's mostly designed for a right-handed experience. But beyond that, you can also customize both the weight and weight distribution of the entire mouse thanks to the 3 weight cavities, and you can add 4.7 ounces, and that's a big thing for me because I personally like a heavier mouse. Now let's talk about the lighting capabilities of the RGB system. As we mentioned before, there's 3 different lighting zones. So one is at the front around the scroll wheel, the other one is on the DPI indicators, and then you have the Corsair gaming logo, which is located on the palm rest. Now, just like any RGB system, each of those lighting zones are highly configurable, up to 16.8 million lighting combinations, as well as a whole bunch of different illumination options. And if you're using a Corsair keyboard like what we're doing, you can also synchronize your color scheme and color lighting effects with your entire peripheral system, which looks pretty sweet, as you can see. Moving on, let's talk about the Vengeance K70 Rapidfire RGB mechanical keyboard. And here, not only did Corsair add full RGB lighting integration, but a whole new type of mechanical switch that hasn't been seen on any of their previous keyboards. Now, the switch in question that we're referring to is the new Cherry MX Speed RGB mechanical switch. This is essentially very similar to a standard Cherry MX red switch that we've encountered for so many years. Have roughly the same amount of actuation force needed, around 45 grams, and each of the keys are individually RGB backlit. Now, the key distinction between a red switch and a speed switch is the actuation distance itself. You basically go from around 2 millimeters to around 1.2 millimeters, which is pretty shallow, but might be ideal for hypersensitive gamers that want to reduce as much distance and time as possible in order to get that slight edge, which could be useful, especially in competitive environments. Now, whether you want the rapid fire for shaving off your response time or just for bragging rights, one thing is certain is this is one of the fastest gaming keyboards in the market. It even has a smaller actuation distance compared to even the new Logitech Roamer G switches, which are rated around 1.5 millimeters, and going back and forth between the two keyboards, you can really tell that small millimeter difference. Perhaps it's just a Cherry MX switch compared to the Roamer G switches, which are bespoke to Logitech, but it definitely feels a little bit more responsive and less mushy. Now, besides the new switches themselves, the K70 Rapidfire is made exceptionally well, just like many of Corsair's product. It's using full anodized aluminum casing, which feels solid and almost bulletproof. Furthermore, when it comes to the RGB lighting system, the Corsair has actually revamped the backlight, and they've also made the font size bigger on the keycaps, so you have more light and illumination coming through each individual key. And when it comes to customization, obviously, just like any RGB system, each of those keys can be configured to whatever color combination you like. There's tons of cool lighting effects and illumination options, many of the same ones that we saw on the Corsair Strafe mechanical keyboard. keyboard. And of course, as we mentioned before, if you have another Corsair peripheral, you can synchronize the color scheme and a color combination, which again looks pretty darn amazing. And having both of these two side by side really makes a lot of sense. I know a lot of people like to match up their gaming peripherals. Some people like to mix and match, but if you are basically in the market for an awesome keyboard and mouse combination, definitely take this into serious consideration, especially if you want to get a really accurate and comfortable gaming mouse and one of the fastest mechanical keyboards you can get on the market. But really, other than that, guys, that's really it. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your support. We'll see you later. Take care.